Hi YouTube, it's Naya, and I'm coming to show you guys some items that I picked up from BH Cosmetics and some items that I picked up from a company called Kiko'S, which is based in the UK, but they have branched out and they have a few stores in the United States. And Kiko'S has a wonderful dupe for MAC's Whisper of Guilt MSF, which is a gorgeous highlighter. It also was limited edition and is very hard to find now, and when you do find it, people are asking for anywhere in upwards of $150. I've even seen it being sold on eBay for $245. So if you'd like to see that Whisper Guilt dupe, please stay tuned. Alright, first thing I want to show you guys, and you're going to see quite a few videos from me because I am so behind and I have so much. Like, I have just been buying and buying, and I really need to stop. But of course, you guys know that ain't never going to happen. Alright? So, just bear with me, alright guys? I love you. So the first thing I did was I picked up some of these new baked eyeshadow palettes that they brought out. And they come in this really adorable packaging. And this first one is called Wild Child. And I want to say when I purchased this, they were like $8.95. So it is this really sturdy kind of cardboard packaging. And when you open it up, you have a really big mirror. And then you have all of these amazing shades here. So you get 9 different shades. And you know, with baked products, you can use them wet or dry. If you dampen your brush and use them, it kind of will make the eyeshadow have more of like a foiled effect. So that is Wild Child. And I will give you a few swatches from this one. So there are the swatches from Wild Child. Really pretty. So I got Wild Child. This next one that I picked up is called Wild at Heart. Same deal, cardboard packaging, big mirror. But inside of Wild at Heart, you have some pinks, some purples, really gorgeous shades in here. So let's give you swatches of those. So there are swatches of 4 shades from the Wild at Heart palette. And here they are swatched on my hand, and as you can see, the pigmentation is awesome, and this is dry. So like I said, you can use them wet or dry. They work wonders. And then this very next one that I picked up, and the last one, is called Wild and Free. And inside of the Wild and Free palette, you get these beautiful shades. So you have some blues, some bronzes, some coppers, some like olive greens. Really pretty. Let's try this one down here. So there are 4 shades from the Wild and Free palette. And there they are swatched out on my arm. Really pretty. So definitely check out BH Cosmetics for those, if any of those interest you. You know, BH Cosmetics is always having amazing sales. Alright, the next thing that I picked up, and I want to blame Tracy, Miss Kiss 77. She showed this, and you guys know I am a brush whore. Like, I have brushes coming out of my ears. And I'm one of those people, I don't necessarily hate washing brushes, but I have so many that I'll never have to really worry about a brush because I can just go in the drawer and get another one. So I picked up this brush set, and it was on sale, I think, for about $16. And it came in this kind of faux leather excuse me, makeup holder. Kind of has the rose gold little opening here. So when you open it up, it is filled with these gorgeous, gorgeous brushes here. You get everything from a nice fluffy powder blushy type brush, and I really love the construction of these. The handles are nice and solid. You have a rose gold ferrule, and most of the brushes I can say are synthetic hair, except for probably one brush. But that is like the blusher brush, and then it comes with this, comes in a plastic seal and has the little plastic brush guard to protect your brushes and, you know, keep the shape of them. So you get a powder brush, you get an angle contour brush, great for blush, applying your contour in the hollows of your cheeks. So I like that. This next one is like the standard foundation brush, which most people don't use them, and when they, not to apply foundation, but basically more to like apply like concealer underneath the eye and blend that out. I love this set so much because it came with a actual blending brush, and you know, everybody loves a wonderful blending brush, and this one is kind of synthetic, so this is going to be nice. The next one in here is like this smaller concealer brush. You also have like a pointed crease brush, which is wonderful, especially for applying color directly where you want it, and you can do some blending with it. So I really like that. This next brush in here, this is probably the only like natural hair brush, as you can tell, and this is kind of like a rounded crease brush, so that's going to be great to have. This next one is an angled like shader brush. This next one is like a small smudger brush. Kind of reminds me of the MAC, I think it's 227. So you get one of those. The next thing you get is this like smaller, I'm gonna say it's more like a concealer brush than a pretty shadow brush, but you probably can get away with using it as a shadow brush. This next one is a angled eyeliner brush, and this one would be great to use to clean up under your brow because it's stiff enough to do that and then fill in your brows, so this will be great for brow work. This next one is this really small kind of smudge brush, and this is wonderful for, especially for placing color like in your inner tear duct, or just really smudging out underneath your lower lash line, you know, and this way you don't have color just going everywhere. This next one is like this really thin liner brush. And then the last two is your spoolie, and then your brow comb and eyelash comb and brow brush. There you go. So definitely check out BH Cosmetics if you are in search of a brush, some brushes, because this set is really, really nice. I love the construction. Alright, and the last two things that I'm going to show you from BH Cosmetics is I wanted to take a chance and try some of their Studio Pro matte finishing powders, and they come in a package like this, and I was not totally sure which shade would work best for me, so I picked up 240 and 250. So here is 240. They come in a compact like this, and you just press here, and when you open them up, you get inside, you have a mirror, and if you flip this little pan up, you have a place underneath with a cotton sponge to apply it with, but I probably won't use that. But here is 240, and as you can see, I am an NC50 in MAC for reference, and I can rock NW43. So this 240 I probably will use to set my concealer underneath the eye, because that is a little too light for an all over face powder. The one that works perfectly for me is the 250, and 250 looks like this, and as you guys can tell, I have been using it. So there is 250, and I actually should show you them side by side. So here is 240 and here is 250. And from the viewfinder, it's looking like they're pretty close, but actually 250 works wonders to use all over the face, and 240 is great for under eye concealing. So those are the two BH Studio matte finishing powders that I picked up, and I am enjoying them thoroughly. They don't leave you with that cakey feeling. They go on amazingly, and they set everything in place. Alright guys, so that is the BH Cosmetics stuff I picked up. Next up is Kiko'S. Kiko'S is a company that's based over in London or UK area, but they branched out and they have a store in New Jersey, and I think they're opening up a new one in Miami and somewhere else in the United States. But Kiko'S has some amazing products, So I have, like, what is this? 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 9 of the eyeshadows, and so I'm going to show you what they look like. They come in a package like this, and these are the Kiko water eyeshadows. And this is number 200. And number 200 is, what's the name of this one? I know it has a name somewhere. I'll have to annotate that down below. But here is 200. Just this really gorgeous kind of champagne shadow. And a lot of people reminded me that these look like the ones that like Sephora had brought out. So there is a swatch of 200 on my finger. And here it is swatched out on my hand. And everyone is saying that 200 is like a really good dupe for MAC's Superb. So if you missed out on getting MAC Superb MSF, definitely can try Kiko'S number 200. This next one that I have is number 201. And here is 201. And this is kind of like a pinky champagne type color. There it is swatched on my finger. And here it is swatched out on my hand. This next one is number 202. And here is 202. Kind of more mauve pink. Ooh. And there it is swatched on my finger. And here it is swatched out on my hand. This next one is number 203. And here is 203. Here it is swatched on my finger. And here it is swatched out on my hand. And with these water eyeshadows, once again, you can use them wet or dry. This next one is 204. And as you can see, they're getting darker and darker. And here is 204. It's kind of like a purpley plum. So there is a swatch of 204. And here it is swatched out on my hand. This next one is number 205. And here is 205. And here it is swatched out on my finger. And there it is swatched out on my hand. And here is number 208. And 208 is the Whisper of Guilt dupe. And here is 208. Just really, really gorgeous. Here it is swatched on my finger. And here it is swatched out on my hand. And let me grab Whisper of Guilt. My Whisper of Guilt I transferred into the MAC Alluring Aquatics packaging. So here is MAC's Whisper of Guilt. And I'm going to put this right next to the Kiko'S dupe, so you guys can see that they are actually the same. So if you know someone who lives in the New Jersey area, or if you're in the Jersey area, definitely check out Kiko'S and check out that number 208. This next one is number 223, which of course you know I had to have a purple. So there is 223. Here it is swatched on my finger. And here it is swatched out on my hand. And the last Kiko'S shadow I have is number 225. And these are about $15 to $18, but every now and then they do put them on sale, and I think they drop down to something like $10. So here is 225. And here it is swatched on my finger. And here it is swatched out on my hand. So those are all the Kiko'S eyeshadows that I picked up. And then I picked up one of the Kiko'S, this is called the Rock Idol matte lipstick. And this is a dead-on dupe for MAC's Rihanna's Pleasure Bomb. So it comes in a package like this with the little gold cap, little crayon. But there is Rock Idol. And here it is swatched on my hand. And let me grab, should have had that one over here, but hold on. Let's see if this is it. Yep, here we go. So here's Rihanna's Pleasure Bomb. And here it is swatched next to Kiko'S Rock Idol. So definitely, if you're looking for a dupe for Pleasure Bomb and you missed out on that, definitely check out the Rock Idol one from Kiko'S. Alright guys, that's it for me. I will be bringing you some more stuff. Maybe not today, because I think I'm on video overload already. Alright guys, but I'll talk to you later. Love you and take care. Bye.